Hello everybody, and welcome back to Robford Junction and Shedley Wood Model Railway. It's Rob in the shed, and in today's video I'm going to be continuing with the top 10 videos of my fleet, with my collection, you know, and yeah, so I decided to go for another video, another top 10. This one's going to be called the top 10, my top 10 best steam locomotives of Shedley Wood. So this is a second special video to mark 10 years on YouTube. Anyway, on with the video, and we're going to start with number 10. Okay, well, the first one is one of my favourites, even though it's an old it's probably an old tooling now. I don't know whether that they're going to make a new tooled version, but anyway, this is Hornby Castle class loco in Great Western Railway livery, and this arrived on the railway about 2020. I bought it from eBay. It's eBay win, so I won the bid. And this loco in particular, at the beginning, wasn't a happy one, because when it first tested on the layout, it was running a bit rough, and it was sort of burning. I was concerned about the motor burning out, so I thought I might have got myself a pup. However, when after a few days, when I've run it on the layout again, it stopped running. And in the end, I thought, well, it sounds like to me it probably needs a service. So I had to take the loco apart and give it a thorough service. All it needs, well, this is a ring fill motor, by the way. And when I opened it up, it was like the commutator was black. So this is why it's not working very well. So I gave it a good thorough clean, and also I gave it some new brushes rather than to use the original ones. And once that's done, put it back on the track, and now it works like a dream. It works fine. But despite it is a noisy runner, but I love this loco. This is one of my favourites, and this is now in the top 10. This one's it's called Bilf Castle, number 4086. And it has been running on the layout quite a lot, because you know, and since I've had it serviced, and since it's running, you know, since I've run it on the layout on numerous occasions. Yeah. So anyway, so like I said, you know, number 10. So that's the 10th one. So we're going to move on to number 9 now. So we'll let Bilf Castle, the Castle class loco, let it go. Okay, this is number 9, 9th, made it into top 10, and this one here is a Hornby Bullet Pacific spam cam. This is the West Country class, number 34006 Bude, and this is another lovely runner. This is the first spam cam Bullet Pacific at Shedley Wood. This one arrived on the railway around December 2015, and it's, you know, it has been in service. You know, been pulling mainly passenger coaches, and it's also appeared in the model railway steam galas of Shedley Wood. You know, one of the best locos as well. But you know, it runs okay. You know, runs fine, and you know, I like the detail of that. I believe this is the first tooling. Well, no, sorry, this is the old tooling. No, hang on, I got that wrong. No, this one is the new tooled loco. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm getting it mixed up here, because Hornby did make another, original one before this one. But this probably ran about 2001, 2002. This was released. Well, I got Wilton because I got another one similar, and that was well, Wilton was the first ones that came out around about early noughties, but I got that at a later date. bought that second hand from eBay, but this one was brand new. I ordered from Hatton's back then. This is from 2015. Yes, like I said, beautiful runner. It's got nice detail, and you know, it runs a dream. Best loco I ever bought as well. Anyway, that's the 9th best loco in my collection. So I'm going to move on to number 8. So, bye-bye view. Right, I'll move on to number 8. This one arrived on the railway about a couple of years ago. This is another eBay win. Well, won the bid for this one. This is another Hornby loco. This is a Black 5, an early lined crest. Sorry, early crest with lined, BR lined livery. Number 45253. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one of 3 Black 5s in my collection. This one here, I chose this one rather than the other one because this one it's got a lined black livery on it, and this one's also this is one of the new tool locos Hornby brought out back in the early noughties, and yeah, so this one here, when I did actually had it serviced when it arrived here, because it was running like a bag of nails. It's inconsistent, and so what I did, I had to take the body off and have a look, and all it just needed some lubricating, you know, drop of oil. Wheels needed just a bit need cleaning, so I've done all that. The contacts need cleaning. As soon as that's done, I put it back on the track. Runs fine, runs okay. So I'm quite pleased with this one. Yeah, so this one's been running on the layout quite a lot, and this is also the 8th best loco in my collection. So this one, you know, and this one here also has got nice detail as well. There's no issues with it whatsoever. No motors burning out. Where, you know, this is what I thought originally when I first purchased it, but once I've done some work on it, it's just worked fine. It just need a clean, just need a thorough service. So there you go. Anyway, I'm going to move on now to number 7. So there she comes. I think this one's number 7. Hang on, just pull it back a bit. Yes, and this is a 4th Hornby loco in the row so far. This is at number 7. This is a BR standard Britannia class loco, and this one's Oliver Cromwell, and this is brand new. I bought this. I think this was a pre-order from Hatton's back in 2020 when this arrived on the railway. So this one's also a lovely runner. You know, it's got a nice detail on there. You know, and it's quite, you know, it's got quite a weight to it as well. And this one in particular, this one that was replaced the original Oliver Cromwell I had. You know, the original Hornby Ollie. You know, the one that I had before this one. So even though I still got the loco, but it's stored somewhere now. But this one is a replacement to the original one, because the original one also it's a tender drive loco. But even though I bought, well, the original one was bought second hand from probably from a depot open day. I think it was Old Oak Common. Might be there back in '91. So that been run. Well, the original ran on the layout for many years until I decided to replace it with the new tooled version. But this one, yeah, I chose this one because I have another another Britannia class, that Coeur de Lion, or Coeur de Lion, or Richard the Lionheart, I think it's called. I can't pronounce it properly, but which I have purchased that previously before this one, and I chose this one because this one's, well, it's got like got a nice livery to it, and this one's an early crest version. It probably worked on the Great Eastern main line between London Liverpool Street to Norwich. Yeah, and even though the real thing still runs, I think it's still running today. You know, I have seen it going past where I work, and a few times in the past, and so there we go. So this Oliver Cromwell there, the Britannia class number 70013. It's in the 7th place in the top 10. So anyway, we're going to move on to number 6 now. So we're going to move Ollie out the way. Oops, sorry, he's going backwards. Right, okay, this is number, so we are number 6. Right, we're looking at another Hornby loco. This one's this is a B12 in BR Lake Crest, number 61580. This was also my favourite, even though very controversial, this one. And I'll tell you a story about this, story behind this loco. Even though this is in the 6th place in the chart. So this one, we all know about the story about Hornby's new tool B12. I won't go too much about it, but this one, I purchased this one at the same time with the Hornby Peckett, you know, the little blue one, the 040, the little blue one, I can't think of the name of that one. I think Huntley and Palmer's. It's like a little industrial loco. That came with that, the end of, I'm trying to think, it was actually the end of 2016. And at the time it was running smoothly. It was smooth running and no problems at all. And it's been running for a good few years. Until January 2020, that's when things start to happen. And one day I was going to record the first running session of first running session of 2020, and I put it on the track, and I was just about to leave the station. All of a sudden, it ground to a halt, and it's still making a buzzing noise. And I thought, "What's going on?" I thought, "Has the loco derailed or something?" And then I try again, and then next thing I know, the loco's just stopped in its tracks. I thought, "What's going on?" I thought, "Oh dear, it looks like there's a problem with that." And I did put up a video to ask you viewers some help about what to do. Do you know anyone else had any problems with their B12? But in the end, I contacted Hornby and asked them if I could send their loco to have the look to look at it and see what's wrong with it. And they said, "Oh well, just send it to Margate and we'll sort it out for you." So that's what I've done. I'll just send the loco to Hornby, and I think it took about a month, just before the first lockdown of that COVID thing, and and the loco just turned up. Didn't send me a message or anything saying, "Oh, it's on its way back and it's all been repaired," but it arrived in time, and put it on. As soon as I put it on the track, runs nicely, despite it's slightly noisy, but who cares? I love this loco. This one's got nice detail. It's a beautiful loco. It runs like a dream, and it's been running on the layout quite frequently now. Goes in the Eastern Region Loco collection as well, with the D16 and the J15 and a few others. Yeah, so there you go. So this is the B12 in the in number 6. So I'm now going to reach the top 5. So I'm going to move her out of the way. The next loco to come along. Right, the 5th loco, steam loco in the top 10. One of the best locos in the collection. This is the first tank engine and also a break from the Hornby models. This is a Planet Industrials Kerr Stewart Victory industrial locomotive, 060. I bought this recently from TMC, the Model Centre, back in April, and wanted one of these. And this was this is going for bargain price. So I got this because they weren't normally about around £150 plus, but I got this for about 120, I think, around at the time. But I think now they knocked it down to 100 quid. Anyway. This model here, it runs beautifully, smooth, silky smooth. There's slight noise in the motor, but I don't care about that. It's just still a good, clean model. Even though it's unmarked, it came. Even though it came with a detail pack with like work plates and stuff, which I might add later on. I would consider give it a name for it, but I haven't worked out who what I could give, what name I could give it. You know, and I thought I bought this, even though this is, because like sometimes I have a Heritage Railway theme. It could also work at the Rob's other railway as well, because it's probably suitable for that layout as well, because we haven't got a turntable for that layout yet, but it might appear in the next Shedley Wood Model Railway Steam Gala, probably in the autumn. Yeah, this one, like this loco, also is very slow and also doesn't stall on the points, whatever. It's just no problems at all. But even though it's a very slow runner, and I think it probably meant to be like that, because industrial locos don't. Well, they're not express locos anyway. They're just like used for shunting, you know. But it's a beautiful loco, and like, you know, and it's one of the best locos I ever purchased recently. And so there you have it. Yeah, so this is like used for shunting and stuff as well. Like I said, you know. Anyways, that's number 5. Yeah. So we're going to move to number 4 now. So say goodbye to the Cursed Stewart Victory. Off he goes. Right, we're at number 4 now. So we got here. This is in 4th place. This one is the Oxford Rail N7 loco in BR Lake Crest. I got about. It's one of 2 I've got in my collection. One is the Great Eastern Railway photographic grey livery, and then the other one is in BR Early Crest, but no lining. I chose this one because this is one of my favourite locos out of the 2, because of the highlighted details on there. The smoke box, and there's a bit like white around the smoke box, the red loco number, as well as the lining. And also this one's a beautiful runner. I think it's got die-cast body as well, and it's quite weighty. And this loco has been running around the layout quite a few times, including like branch line duties as well. This one is number 69670, and yes, this one, you know, I had no problems with that one at all. And you know, like I said, it's a lovely run. I like the details as well. You know, it's got like, you know, got just about everything, you know, just what it needs really. You just don't want to have too much fancy like lights and stuff, you know. It's got like cab detail and stuff like that. But it's, you know, like I said, you know, this is one of my best locos in my collection. So that's the 2nd tank engine so far, but we've got about a few more now. So that's the Oxford Rail N7 in Lake Crest. So we're going to move on to number 3 now. So I'm going to leave. So N7's leaving. Okay, number 3 we got here is a Bachmann British Rail's standard 3MT tank engine 262. And this is I think I mentioned a Bachmann. Yeah, this one here, I've had this for quite a long time now. I think I bought this in 2011, and because I think Bachmann announced it back in the late noughties, and I think that came out in 2010. I can't remember now, but you know, I purchased it in 2011 because I wanted a 3MT as well as because I got a 4MT tank as well, which I showed in the last video, but even though the 4MT standard tank is not in the top 10, because even though probably outside the top 10, but this one here is a reason why it's number 3 is because of it's the detail on there, you know, because it is you know, it's got all the pipe work and other bits and pieces in there, as well as the smoke box door opens as well, and it is quite a heavy loco as well. It runs beautifully, no problems at all. And you've probably seen it on the layout in one of my videos, running up and down, around the layout and that. And yeah, so I had no single problem with that at all. I haven't run it all that much, but so even though this loco will appear will appear in the videos again in the future. You know, it says pick and choose what locos I choose. So basically, when locos I haven't run for a while, I'll just take it out for a good spin round the circuit. Yeah, so there you go. So this one's here. So that's the Bachmann 3MT standard tank. So this is a beautiful loco. There's so much detail on there, the steps as well as pipe work and things like that. And you know, like all the locos I've got in my collection, they all have sprung buffers as well. So this is number 3 in the collection. So we're going to have 2 more locos to go. And who's going to be at number 2? Let's find out. So let's go. Number 2. This one's made it in the top 5, and it's number 2. It's a shame it didn't go into number 1 because we've got another loco I really like the most. But this one, one of the best models that Bachmann ever brought out. This one here is the USA 060T tank. Yeah, this is a BR Southern region. This one's 30064. I believe this one, the real thing, is preserved. I'm not sure if it's running or not, but anyway, yeah, this is an excellent model. Second that to the 3MT tank. It's a good runner, superb runner. You know, silky smooth, and I've had no problems with it whatsoever. And the delivery is also, and the detail, it's amazing because these type of locos have the real things have so much pipe work and steps and things like that. And also the connecting rods, it's amazing how they did that. Anyway, the story goes with this loco. This was purchased in about 2019 from the Worley show. Was it Model Rail trade stand? I was going to get the Rapido Trains J70, but I went for this one instead. I thought, well, you know, that's what drew my attention, and so I bought this one. I chose the green one rather than the other little one, and since then, you know, I've had no problems with it whatsoever. It's a beautiful runner, outstanding. You know, the detail is just superb. You know, I've had nothing falling off whatsoever. You know, I look after it pretty well, and I don't run it so much these days. But then, even though sometimes it appears in the steam gala, you know, the model railway steam gala, and sometimes you see it running around during on the Littleham branch. So anyway, excuse me. Anyway, so that's that then. This loco. So that's number 2, best loco in the collection. So the final loco, number 1. Who could it be? And the number 1 loco is this one, another tank engine, and also a Bachmann loco. This one's this is a former Northeastern Railway G5. And this one's the push and pull version, Lake Crest, number 67261, and this is a most beautiful loco. My opinion, this is a beautiful loco, beautiful runner. It's beaten all the rest of the locos, and I'll tell you why. As soon as the TMC announced the locos be released, I was at the Worley show last year, the last show they did. And I saw the TMs. I saw the loco there, and I thought, well, I'll buy that, pick that up, and you know, pay for it. And I wanted the Lake Crest one because it will be like running on the lap during the late 50s, early 60s to run with with some of the old Gresley coaches, you know, the old Suburbans. This one particularly, this one's got push and pull equipment, so this one would have worked with the two converted the Gresley Suburbans, because one of the brake coaches, the brake end of that coach has got like driving in, so because originally that was usually run by other locos in my collection, but this one here, it's got the actual push and pull apparatus, and also this one's got a glowing firebox as well. And when you see it running into the tunnel, you can actually see it glowing, and or when the light's a bit dimmer, you know, when it gets dark outside. But and also not a scratch. The detail's perfect. It's, you know, it's got a lot of, like, you know, it's got a weighty, you know, it's got a lot of weight to it, and also it never fails. It never even stall on the points or stall on the track. No problems at all. So this is number one. That's why it's reached number one. It's one of my best locos so far. And so anyway, I suppose that's it for now. I can't think of anything else to talk about. I'll do another one with the diesel electrics in the future, so I'll do that soon. So anyway, I'd like to say thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Yeah, subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, share if you wish. And hope you enjoy watching my videos. Anyway, I'd like to say thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now. Enjoy the rest of your day.